And now you can see the Friday Shot Day Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv.
Rough Edge FM at roughedgefm.com.
It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour, Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Turn it up, get ready for the roar. Friday Shot Day Show, knocking on your door. Grab your glass, pour that liquid fire. We're gonna drink till we can't get no higher. Friday Shot Day Show, gonna make you scream. Raise your glass high, live that wild dream. Feel the burn, let it take control. Pour another round, lose your soul.
Friday Shot Day Show.
Friday Shot Day Show live here on Rough Edge FM. Sorry for the delay getting started today. I wanted to get some pictures from House of Bamboo, where I was able to finally visit this week. I've been waiting a long time for House of Bamboo to open, and now it's open. So.
He's been waiting a very long time.
Like 3 years since I first heard about that place opening, and I used to drive by it every day on my way home from work. Haven't worked for over a year, and it's still, I mean, it just barely opened, but we'll be talking about that. We got some rum for our cask.
Yes.
So Julie was smart. She said, don't add the rum now. Wait and add the rum in a bit so we can taste the cask and then get it cooking for next week. So
yes,
we're going to do
absolutely.
that. And I'm thirsty.
Especially since that cask has not had that great of a turnout.
We had 1 week that was
1 week.
And it was out of what, 9 weeks, 10 weeks? It was too hot.
Even longer than that. It was before the holiday season. So it's been a while, and it just has not been. Because even when May and Jared came for the holiday season,
it was not good then.
It wasn't good then.
I felt bad serving the young ones bad rum.
Yeah.
But the last time and the time before it was the best. And then last week wasn't bad either. But we'll see about today. So we're going to try it today, and then we're going to add the bottle of rum. You can actually see it in the lower left-hand screen there. We got that big bottle of rum we're going to pour in there and get ourselves some cask action. But
I was going to say, so I told you I went to Jared's.
Yes.
You know how we're not much into scotch. Most of the time we feel like scotch tastes like Band-Aids.
Yes, and often it does.
Well, you know the little trick that Sean McMaster said to add a little bit of water and it changes the flavor. So he did that for me with the scotch. And it did dramatically.
Isn't it wild how just a couple drops of water can change everything?
Everything. But then he said he's tried the scotch a couple different ways. Do not put lemon with scotch. He said it tasted like plastic.
Yeah, I can't see that working. I can't.
And I said, okay, the taste you were tasting, that plastic taste, is what we taste.
Yes, that's true.
And he's like, really? Because he likes scotch. He really does.
I was going to ask if you liked it before that.
He did. So, but adding a little bit, because he actually made me an old fashioned with the scotch.
Oh, interesting.
Because he didn't have any whiskey. Straight, bourbon. So he made it with the scotch. And I was a little worried at first, like, but it wasn't bad. And I was so surprised because I really don't like scotch. There's only been that one that was really expensive.
Yeah, that one that my buddy gave me, Javier, when I quit with the company. He had brought me a bottle of scotch. It was like $140 bottle of scotch. And we both like that a lot. I'll bring that back in. That's sitting at the house doing nothing. We should bring it back in here. And you should have some. So it's 86 degrees out now here in Santa Paula. And it's what, 3:15 already? So it's hot. It's been a hot day all the way around.
Yeah.
So I need a drink.
Okay.
What do you need?
I need a drink too.
Well, I know that, but let's see what we got.
I've been working my tail off downstairs with Jem.
It looks beautiful down there.
Just, staining and putting things up and sorting through things and just, going to town. And it is coming along really nicely. I'm super.
Lemonade refresher, spiked lemonade. There's more, so I can keep going.
Okay, well, we can try it. I can add something to it.
Do you want to start there, or do you want
to
start with?
I'm gonna add
watermelon lemonade.
No, I'm not a watermelon person. Fake watermelon just tastes gross to me.
Grapefruit.
No, probably the lemonade, and I'll add something to it. I'm sure. I usually do.
There you are, miss.
I will grab a cup when he sits down to take over
I'll get it.
Talking, because I know I'm going to add something to it.
Yeah, and I was thinking you were just going to pour it on the top of that little. There you go. All right, now my son, who loves Coors Light, suggested that I try Coors Edge, which
I'm interested in trying, except I think Coors Light, you know what I think of Coors Light?
Well, me too. I'm not a big fan of Coors Light.
But you don't think it tastes like I think it tastes.
How do you think it tastes?
Like bubblegum.
Oh, no, I never got that. I just don't like it. There's just something about it I don't like.
To me, it tastes like bubblegum. And I'm not a bubblegum person, so that's why I don't like it, because it tastes like something it shouldn't taste like.
Yeah, it shouldn't taste like gum, that's for sure. Where are our...
Ooh. Yeah, this does not have any.
What do you need to add to it?
Oh, a lot. It tastes like watered down fizzy lemonade. Like there's way too much water. Hardly any lemon taste to it whatsoever. What would we have up there that would go well with a lemon flavor?
I was thinking if we had lemon vodka or something, but I don't think we have St. Elder blood orange liqueur.
Did we like that? Did I like that?
I don't know that we've ever opened this.
We didn't, huh?
So Julie's going to try, I think, the Elder. I have my bottle openers here. So we'll be able to get into my Coors Edge.
Didn't we try this with Jared to see if they wanted it?
We might have. Was it open?
Yes.
Apparently they didn't want it because it's still here. There's just too many on here.
Now that's not like a curacao, right? Curacao.
No, that's well, it might be like one, but it's not designed to be one. It's designed to be, a liqueur. This should not be this much work.
No.
It's like one of those puzzles that you get at a magic shop downstairs, the White Rabbit Magic Shop, that you can't do because they're not designed to be done.
Those places, huh?
Yeah. Damn it, this is coming off. I'm getting... Ta-da!
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put that with that.
And you'll notice this is our... Where's my camera? Oh, it's over here now. Super Troopers bottle opener. New Super Troopers movie coming soon.
All right, that hard seltzer is not good.
All right.
Very weak, very good.
So are you going to try to freshen it up, or are you going to
see what I can do with it? But I don't have a lot of hope for it.
And in case you guys were wondering, when Julie gets back, I'll ask her to show you the bottle because it is interesting. So anyway, I got to get used to this camera and not this camera, but I will. So I've got my Coors Edge right here. Going to pour it out. I bet it looks like beer because most of these 0% alcohols are beer. I gave Julie a little bit right there. I've been impressed, as you know, with most of the beers that I've tried that are 0% alcohol because the flavor is still there. Now, there's something missing. I got a pina colada the other night at La Cabana, And of course, it was rum free, and it wasn't quite the same, but it wasn't bad. It was better than nothing. And as far as anybody knew, I was drinking. All right, Julie's found something to. What'd you get there?
I'm gonna try it. It's whipped cream infused.
Oh, okay, a flavored vodka,
So
whipped cream
like
infused.
a creamy kind of a thing.
Yes. Did it make it like a lemon crush?
It's a little bit better. It still is like so weak on the lemon. I think that's my problem.
That's a big problem, and unfortunately, I don't know if we have any lemon juice. If we do, it's in the fridge, and God knows how old it is.
Yeah, but lemon juice doesn't go bad because it's a natural.
That's true. That's true, but it's sitting in the plastic. I think it absorbs the flavor of the plastic, unfortunately. So she's digging in the fridge right now to see if. Oh, we found some lemon. So I wore this Frankie's Tiki Room hat to House of Bamboo, and then I got quite a bit of notice out of it. So Frankie's is an awesome tiki bar up in Las Vegas. All right, Jules has got the lemon. She's squirting it in there.
I'm doing
a lemon lime. She's going to give it some flavor.
It needs flavor for sure.
I was going to leave this picture up, but you look like the Headless Horseman. So it's not good. How y'all doing out there? I see we got a couple listeners. Welcome in. Thanks for watching. Julie,
it's
better?
Getting a little better.
Okay. Let me see your can there. I didn't mean it that way. Yeah. I want to show everybody what you're drinking. So this is Julie's drink. It is, as you can see, spiked hard seltzer.
Anymore, it isn't that.
And she's really spiked it since then. 4% alcohol, so not much.
No, it's very flat. Like, it's not flat, but it's very no taste.
See, that's my problem with
it. Just didn't have any taste
with seltzers in general. And I know that's the way that a lot of the kids are drinking these days. I should never have said that. A lot of the youth are drinking them these days. I don't like them. I want something with some boost to it, you know? That's why I'm drinking Coors Edge. That doesn't make sense. Well, we'll find out. Better?
It's better because it's got flavor now. It just.
So what did you add all told in there?
I added some lime juice, some lemon juice, and then the Smirnoff's whipped cream vodka.
Okay.
So it helped it a little bit.
So you can make it better. All right. So now we're going to the Coors Edge, 0% alcohol Coors. Ching ching.
It tastes like Coors Light.
I'm really thirsty, so it's actually pretty good. It's not bad. Actually, you know what? I like it better than Coors Light.
It doesn't quite have the bubblegum taste, but then again, I've just been putting other things in my mouth that might.
Where's Doug when we need him? It still has that, I believe it's a malty flavor on the back end. Do you get that malty flavor? Or is that a hops flavor? But it's you know what? It's ice cold. It's a hot day.
It's not very hoppy.
So it must be malt then at the back end.
Yeah, it doesn't have the bubblegum taste that I get from a Coors Light.
I seriously do like it better than the Coors Light. So Coors Edge, thumbs up for me. Non-alcoholic malt beverage. So that is malt we're tasting there.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. It's just, it's cold.
It's cold. It's got enough flavor that you think you can pretend you're drinking a beer. Yep.
But there isn't like a beer flavor to it, for sure.
I like what it says in the label. You know, they always have the synopses, like it's you're walking through the forest, you're enjoying a summer breeze. This one says, for those of you who only have weeks to live, Coors Edge has no alcohol. It's very nice.
Really? I mean, you never know. We've had some that have had some interesting little synopsises on the side.
This is true. And my favorite was the one from Mammoth Brewing. The guy was just describing a hike. You're out in the desert and the junipers are waving. And it's like, you got to be kidding me, dude. It's just, you did a nature walk and just talked about what you said there. It's still decent beer, though.
Oh, my God.
They have a juniper beer there at mammoth that was awesome. Pete from the brew house bought me many of them when we were up there for the beer festival, the blues and beer festival. And it was, I drank too many of them, but it was still good. So anyway, so the Coors Edge gets a thumbs up. As I said, my son's favorite beer is Coors Light. It really is. He drinks that all the time. He likes it because it's not too strong. It's not too weak. It's just, he can drink several of them a night and not feel sick in the morning or not get hungover and not be sick at night. And it calms him down and whatever. So he said, you got to try the Coors Edge. So I did, and I'm happily surprised.
Yeah.
So, so that's good. And then Julie was able to doctor hers.
Enough that I don't know that I'll finish the can, but enough that I could live with what I've got in my cup.
It sounds to me like that's the problem with all seltzers that I've tried. Seltzers taste more like water with some flavoring in them to me. They don't taste like, I want a bigger taste, like almost a soda flavor, like a orange soda flavor or something,
Yeah, I'm not big on the seltzers. I have not been. I've tried a couple of them, of like the White Claw and stuff. And if I'm going to drink, I'm not going to drink that.
No, you want the cocktail from Harbor Cove Cafe.
Anything for me.
Yes.
One thing that I have been trying lately that I really kind of like, Alive.
I've heard about this. I haven't tried them.
I've tried the cream soda and I've tried the root beer. And I've tried the turmeric ginger one. I like the turmeric ginger one just because I do like those flavors.
Sorry.
But the to me, the root beer and the cream soda taste like root beer and cream soda. Now, Jim tried a sip today and he was like, absolutely not.
Well, he's got very limited taste like my wife does. So,
but there is made out of with mushrooms, the turkey tail.
Oh, no, that's true. And I don't want to say there's mushroom flavor in those things, but there is a earthy fungus kind of.
But it's not.
It doesn't bother me, but
no. And it's supposed to be, I looked it up today. It's not like kombucha where it's good for your gut. It's more, the Alive is supposed to be more for your mood. It's a mood balance.
Okay.
One.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink it necessarily for that. I drink it because I don't drink soda anymore, but it's a little bit different. So it's still a healthy version of something to drink that isn't soda, because I don't drink soda because, number one, it's way too sweet. These aren't as sweet. So I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting so used to them. I don't get that other taste so much anymore. Like the
phony taste, you mean?
Or the earthy.
Oh, the earthy taste, right.
At first it was a little bit like,
because there really is nothing phony about it. It's all natural resources.
There's very little in them, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you can count how many ingredients are in them on one hand. But it doesn't taste bad to me. And to have something a little different that's a healthy option that kind of almost tastes like a soda. I don't miss soda, because every time I try even a sip of soda, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want that.
The day they tell me I can't have Coke Zero is the day I crash into a pole.
Yeah, well.
It's not coming soon. Don't say that.
You ought to try monk fruit. Now, that is the one thing.
What is it called?
Monk fruit.
I've had monk fruit.
It's a sweetener, but it's an artificial. Well, it's not an artificial sweetener. It's an all natural sweetener, but it isn't sugar.
Oh,
0 calories to it. It tastes so much like sugar that Jim will use it.
Oh, that's impressive.
It is so impressive, because I don't generally buy sugar anymore. I buy monk fruit. It can be expensive, so I tend to buy it in places like Aldi's or grocery outlet, because I can get it at a way better price there, because it's like through the roof expensive in a regular grocery store. But it cooks, and you can use it just like sugar, but Jim will even sprinkle it on his cereal.
So it comes granulated like sugar?
Yeah.
Because the monk fruit that I've had is the actual fruit.
Oh, yeah.
So
no, this is
process it into a granulated.
Yeah.
Thing. Okay. And I didn't know they did that.
0 calories. but it tastes so much like sugar, you really can't taste the difference.
Impressive.
Stevia tastes like fake sugar. You can taste the aftertaste. Monk fruit doesn't have an aftertaste because I can guarantee you if it did, he would
have found it. Jim would have found it.
He would not use it. And he's used it several times, sprinkled it on his cereal, and still been like, oh, yeah, this isn't bad. So that's your sniff test. It passed the sniff test.
You know what?
With my stubborn husband.
Yeah, that's true. If he'll eat it, then anybody will eat it. I'm going to try that because one of the things that I've done in the past year is I've eaten all my cereals. Okay, most of my cereals with no sugar. I just eat them straight out of the bowl, straight out of the box. Don't add any sugar at all. Now, usually it's something like shredded wheat or grape nuts or something like that. And, sometimes it's a little hard because it's just a plain old cereal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to put sugar on it, but I don't want to. I could put the monk fruit on it.
Yeah. And it's a healthy option for sure. It's just, I was using stevia for a little while, but I was not using it that much because I didn't like the aftertaste of stevia. Stevia definitely has an aftertaste. Monk fruit, not at all.
Interesting.
Looks, feels, everything just like sugar. If you put it in a bowl and you tried to go, is this sugar or monk fruit? I don't think you could really tell the difference.
Interesting. Is it the same color as sugar and everything?
Mm-hmm.
I got to try that. I will report on monk fruit powder very soon. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, I don't put it on my cereal. Like I have to get my Count Chocula every year. I'm obviously not putting sugar on that, but most of the time I eat the cereals that have 12% sugar or less. That's just what I hunt down. It's not because I want to be healthy. It's because I got no friggin' choice.
Yeah. And I even cook with it, and it doesn't alter my recipe.
Oh, that's a good point. So that it cooks like sugar too.
Yeah.
Can you make
I've made simple syrup with it before.
Cotton candy out of it?
I don't know.
See, we got to explore
Possibly. That. But it's decent. I like it. And like I said, if Jim will eat it,
that's a big deal.
That's a big, huge deal because he will point out everything that doesn't taste exactly the way it should. He doesn't venture out at all.
Well, he does. And when he does, the chef has to make him special heart-shaped pasta.
Yeah.
I remember that. Spoiled. Your Valentine's Day thing. So, anyway, Coors Edge, thumbs up from me. Pretty decent for a 0% beer. What brand is your seltzer again?
Sparkling ice.
Sparkling ice, not so much. Needs a lot more flavor apparently. And Julie gave it more flavor and that made it drinkable, but she's not going to finish her can. No. So that tells you a little bit about that. All right. As promised last week, we did go to House of Bamboo. Mm-hmm. They have been open now for about, 10 days or something out there in Camarillo. And we had reservations. So we were able to go out to the place and sit down. Our reservations were at 3. They opened the doors at 3:07, but that was okay. Then they walked everybody in. Some people were there without reservations. They had to wait outside until they filled up the reservations first, and they got everybody inside. I will tell you, the place is gorgeous as you go in. Let me show you some pictures here. I think this is it. That's not it, but that's part of it. But I don't think it looks, well, I'll show you this picture here. Here's the bar. As you can see, very well tiki decorated. I mean, look at that. Every inch of that is tiki decorated. Mm-hmm. The only thing that's not particularly tiki is the chairs, and they were the same at the tables. Not very comfortable chairs.
Is that bar like just a picture of the bamboo, or is it actually bamboo?
It's actually bamboo. Oh. Everything in there is authentic, and 3D, let's put it that way, because there's right behind me there was lava on the wall. And I thought I loaded that picture, but apparently I didn't. And it's obviously not real lava, but it was a decoration. But it looks, they went balls out on this decoration. This place is, as far as the decor is concerned, it's tiki perfect. It just
those
look at that.
Those chairs do not look comfortable. They look like something, if I sat in it, I'd feel like I was sliding off the chair the whole time.
They're like diner chairs. You go to a diner is one thing, but I would hope that they would have, bamboo chairs with some leather and or pleather or whatever you want to call it. But that's a minor complaint and no big deal. They have these on every table. which I really liked. Little house of bamboo lamp. If you look in the center there, it's even got the HOB on it on the actual lamp.
Okay, so they spent some serious
yes,
ass money on that place.
And that lamp is also adjustable. You can touch it to make it mood lighting or brighter or dimmer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very nice as well.
At the table.
Yeah, exactly. So the first thing we did was we ordered some food, and what do I have to get when I go to a tiki restaurant?
Spam.
I got to get spam. So I got the spam musubi, as you can see here. Nice chunk of spam on there.
That looks very similar to like a pan-seared. If you didn't know any better, you would say that's pan-seared ahi tuna.
Yes, that's true.
It looks very much like it from this angle.
And the spam is glazed before it goes in there. And then it's got the rice and some pineapple flavoring. And it's wrapped up in that seaweed as always. And it was very, very good. I wasn't even hungry. I wasn't going to get any food. Shelly said, you have to get the spam musubi. So I did. And I'm very glad I did. Mm-hmm. So as I've told you in the past, when I go to a new tiki restaurant, what's the first drink I always get?
Mai Tai.
A Mai Tai. Always order a Mai Tai, because if they screw up the Mai Tai, they're probably going to screw up everything else. And I don't know that I have a picture of the Mai Tai here, which makes me angry. Well, I must have one.
Now, did you go full Mai Tai or did you go mocktail Mai Tai?
I at this point, I will not answer that question.
Okay.
But so here's the first order of drinks.
Okay. I know which one's the Mai Tai. It looks a little weak to me. That's my perspective.
And I will tell you, it wasn't, but, and this is because at the moment they have a limited menu. They only have one Mai Tai available, and it's the 1945 Mai Tai. Now, it doesn't say that in the menu. It says that in the receipt when you get it back. Because honestly, when I sipped the Mai Tai, it was too tart. It tasted like a sweet tart. It had that sugary buzz. And I thought, this doesn't really taste like a Mai Tai. And Shelley was the one who said, well, we don't know what kind of Mai Tai it is. And I said, well, I actually told her, I said, well, this is the 1945 Mai Tai. It's pretty close. So it ended up being the 1945 Mai Tai. Now, that's not my favorite flavor.
Look like a Mai Tai to me.
It's because they're different styles. It's like you got the vacation Mai Tai, the 1945 Mai Tai, the Skipper Scott Mai Tai, the regular Mai Tai.
Educate me. The difference between a Skipper Scott Mai Tai and a 1945
and
Mai
that's
Tai.
Very easy to tell you the difference. The Skipper Scott Mai Tai is better. It's just, and I don't know the actual ingredients, but it's the ingredients that go into it. It's a different, as a matter of fact, I have the menu here. I don't think we can possibly read it.
Can you look up the Skipper Scott Mai Tai online, or will it not give you?
We might be able to. We'll have to ask Shocker. So this Mai Tai has aged Jamaican pot still rum, dry curacao, orgeat, and lime juice.
Okay, so that's the recipes that I've been seeing online. So that is not the angle I want to go.
That is definitely a type of Mai Tai, though.
Right, but it's not just what I want.
It's not. Yeah, you're. I'm sure the Skipper Scott Mai Tai that they serve over at
That's
Harbor
the only
Cove.
Mai Tai that I like.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
It is. I look forward to it every time I go there.
It's my favorite too, and it always has been ever since Shocker first introduced me to it. And Skipper Scott originally obviously created it. And it's a version of the Trader Vic's Mai Tai. There's another one. See, there's just many different types of Mai Tai. So once I realized that was in fact a 1945 Mai Tai, I was like, oh, okay, this is good. I enjoyed it. I don't remember. Oh, Shelley got a painkiller. She was a little disappointed in her painkiller. Now, painkillers are usually creamier than that, right? Mm-hmm. The good news is they did use the Pusser's rum.
Because they'd be in trouble if they didn't.
You're not, even though we found a restaurant in Costa Rica that makes painkillers but doesn't use Pusser rum. But what's Pusser going to do? Sue them in Costa Rica?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Exactly. I want to look at the notes that I have here for what Shelley thought about the painkiller. It needed more coconut flavoring. They used the coconut rum rather than coconut cream.
Okay.
So that made a difference.
Well, that changes the creaminess.
Yes. And there was no nutmeg. You got to top off.
Nutmeg it's a pretty important spice when it comes to stuff like that.
So she was a little disappointed in her painkiller, and the Mai Tai was fine considering the fact that it was a 1945 Mai Tai. And as you can tell, very well presented. The glasses are nice.
It's a nice sprig of mint. It doesn't look wimpy or yucky or anything.
Exactly. Like and there, of course, the House of Bamboo swizzle stick there. So
I'm not a mother.
The second drink we ordered was 3 dots and a dash. And as you can tell, this drink we split. Now, I will tell you that I don't know if you can see it well enough here, but see if you can guess which drink on this menu is the 3 dots and a dash.
Couldn't tell you.
It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th drink down, and the entire recipe and ingredients is in Morse code. So we tried. That was outstanding. That was an excellent 3 dots and a dash. So big points for that. And again, look how extremely well presented it was.
Yep.
You know, good stuff.
Nice.
Every half hour or so, they have a feature. The feature is basically a thunderstorm, and the lights dim out. Thunder begins. You hear rainy noises. The lava glows red to blue. It was a lot of fun. And so I enjoyed that as well. Let's see what else I can tell you about this place. I know I showed you some of these pictures already. There's a lamp. There's a menu. There's that bar. I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And more Spam and more cocktails. So that's all I got. But overall, our trip was a good one. We'll go back there and try again. Right now, they are still in soft opening mode. And they told us that this is all we've got right now. The drinks on the menu and the food on the menu. Please don't order off the menu because this is all we're making. We're soft opening. That was fine. They do plan on increasing the menu for drinks and for food in the future. And they have coconut shrimp, which, as everybody knows, is the second best thing to get at a tiki restaurant. So
if it's done right.
Got to be done right. Harbor Cove Cafe.
Man. Coconut shrimp can suck really fast if it's overcooked, and if it just doesn't have a nice flavorful coconut, it can be dry and it can be rubbery. If it's done right, absolutely, hell yeah, it's awesome.
We used to make it a point every time we went to Palm Springs, we would go to the Reef for lunch and get their coconut shrimp. And every time, and I'm talking about me and my wife, me and my mom and my wife, Doug, my son and I, all the guys, we always go there and get the coconut shrimp every time. It was perfect. The last time there was something wrong with that shrimp. It was not good. It tasted frozen or something. I don't know what it was, but it was bad. And we sent it back. We said, we come here all the time and it's the best we've ever had. And this isn't even close. And they were very happily took it off the bill for us and what have you. But it was not as good as it should have been. And the sad thing is now we're not sure we want to go back and get the coconut shrimp there.
You don't want to spend money on something you're not entirely sure is going to come out the way you want.
Now, the good news is because the Reef fell out of the top 5 coconut shrimps of all time, number 2 moved to number 1, which is Harbor Cove Cafe. They have awesome coconut shrimp.
There isn't a whole lot that Harbor Cove doesn't do
that much. That is absolutely true.
It just isn't. And I mean, I have never gone there and been like, oh,
disappointed.
No,
never. Not once. Not even close.
Not even close to being. I leave there feeling like, oh my God, I feel so good. I'm so happy. I want to go home. And I got all these happy thoughts going through my brain. And I know that sounds silly, but it's true. I just really enjoy God knows if I broke my foot or not. I've been contemplating that I might have. Did some research and it's saying that I could walk on a broken foot. But if it's still as sore as it is, it's possible that I fractured it.
Swell.
But I took that going to Harbor Cove.
She wasn't going to let that stop her. No, she's going to Harbor Cove.
I was not. And everybody's like, why didn't you go to the hospital? Right? Because I had a date at Harbor Cove and I was going.
And plus, seeing a doctor after my type is easier anyway. So, it's just that kind of place. And that brings me to another thing about House at Bamboo that I thought was a little odd. Nobody seemed real happy. I mean, the servers, the people at the door thing couldn't have been nicer, whatever. But you go to a tiki bar, and Harbor Cove Cafe is a great example. Everybody's happy and cheerful and having a good time, and they're drinking, they're talking to each other, and
it's like a little mini vacation.
Yeah, and this place wasn't. It was I don't want to say quiet because the customers were all talking amongst themselves, but it was
Did they have tiki music? Like, did they have?
Yes. Yeah, they had everything that you could possibly want. It just, for whatever reason, and I'm guessing maybe just that they're still working things out and they were all just busy, especially behind the bar. Because normally you go to the bar and the bartenders are the most talkative people in the world, even if they're making drinks while they're doing it.
Yeah,
they weren't doing that. They were all busy, and there was so many employees in there. They probably had 3 bartenders, 3 servers, 2 people working the door, and then bouncers. Then bouncers walking. It just felt a little, I don't want to say uncomfortable, but it just wasn't as, hey, we're at a tiki bar, this is fun. It was more like, oh, this is a nice tiki bar.
Okay, so my perspective of tiki is hang 10. It's the beach atmosphere. It's the vacation atmosphere. It's that everybody is laid back and enjoying themselves. The whole vibe is, you get that feeling that it's the casual, it's the surfer dude, it's all those things that you kind of expect from tiki. So not to get that would feel really weird to me.
It felt, and like I said, I cannot fault the servers or the people at the door. They were so nice and so attentive and what have you.
Have been trained properly to get the vibe.
Maybe it's that, or maybe they're just trying to work things out, so they're still skittering around a little bit, going, "What do we do in this case? What do we do in this case?" And I appreciated the owner or the manager was going to different tables and sitting down and talking to people. That's nice too. But there was just something about it that felt off.
And that's sad, because tiki is a lifestyle.
It's joyful. It should be joyful. Yeah.
And a lifestyle that is, like I said, it's the hang 10. It's the, hey, we're on vacation. We're, laid back, enjoy yourself, kind of, it's cool, dude, kind of a.
Yeah, exactly. You're there. Everybody's your friend. Everybody, you go to Harbor Cove Cafe, and I'm telling you, everybody's your friend. And I'm not just talking about the servers and the manager and the owner and all those people, but customers are sitting there enjoying these great drinks, and they want to talk to you about what a great place Harbor Cove Cafe is.
Yeah.
So it's that now. I truly believe that's going to wear away when they're not so busy, because even when we got there was 15 people in line.
Well, it sounds like it's not a very big place.
It's not,
and it's been so anticipated. This
is it, Jules. There are booths to the right.
Booths?
Yeah. But those are the only tables that were there. There's one table behind us here that you can't see. And those are the bars. The bar is supposed to be non-reservable. It's walk-ups only. Mm-hmm. But every time we've been in there, I mean, right now they just opened, so there's nobody there. But every time we've been there, the bar's full. So
yeah. So it sounds like there's been a lot of hype. So they might be a little overwhelmed trying to
that's my guess.
The hype.
Yes.
And maybe that will iron itself out with time. Hopefully it does, because to put that much effort and money and time into a place, you really want it to be successful, and you want to get the vibe that you're supposed to get.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you don't have that tiki vibe,
you ain't got nothing.
It's not the same.
Yeah. And that's exactly how I feel. I'm trying to imagine all the different tiki bars I've gone to, and every one of them that I can imagine, even Frankie's with its complete utter darkness and cigarette smoke floating everywhere, is a happy place to be. And this place didn't feel that way. Again, I'm sure it's going to change as the future moves on, but the fact that it was obvious stuck out to me. And Shelley felt the same way, by the way.
And it might be it was a lot of money poured into that place, and they might be really trying so hard. Sometimes you can try too hard.
Well, that's true.
Something succeed, and that doesn't necessarily mean that that's how you get it to succeed. You got to sometimes let yourself roll into it. There's a vibe that you need to have, and if you don't have that vibe, it's not going to work.
And that's, I keep talking about Harbor Cove Cafe because it is the closest example for us all. But Pele Uto in Reno is the same way. You go on there and everybody's family. And it feels like everybody's family. Everybody's happy and joyful, except for the few people who come in and, can you make me a Mai Tai with whiskey?
Well, and the uni room was the same thing. I mean, it was a little hole in the wall, literally.
Well, it wasn't even open to the public. So.
But it was still the vibe.
Yeah.
It's the vibe that makes tiki come alive.
Yes. And again, I think
you can get those drinks almost anywhere, not necessarily as well as you can in some of these other places, but you can get Mai Tais in a lot of places. Usually they're not very good, but it's the vibe that changes the atmosphere.
It makes the whole thing, it's just fun and joyful, and you're happy to be there, and everybody around you is happy to be there, and you can't beat it. Harbor Cove has got that in spades. Pele Utu has got that in spades. Other places around town, maybe not so much, but to a degree. And, I look for that, and it was not there. And again, I'm sure that'll get better, but I just wanted to mention it now. So I just got to believe that it will, because I'll tell you what, right down the road from House of Bamboo is the 999 Tiki Bar. And we all know about the 999 Tiki Bar.
Really a tiki bar.
Well,
in concept, maybe a little bit.
The decor definitely is, because I believe it was decorated by Tiki Tony. So it's got legitimate decoration. But its goal is to give you discount stuff. $9.99 cocktails, $9.99 pizzas. It's designed that way, and that's fine. If you're looking for a discount tiki bars, tiki or pizza place, that's a great place to go. Don't get me wrong. But up the road now, you've got this place where the drinks are basically double. The drink that Shelley had, the painkiller, was $18.
But to not have a painkiller that's $18 and then not have it be,
it should have been perfect.
What you expected it to be.
It should have been perfect for $18.
That's a lot of money.
And that's one of the things, we don't mind paying $18. We paid $25 for cocktails in Hawaii, as long as it's a good cocktail. And by the way, the painkiller wasn't a bad cocktail. It just wasn't
a painkiller.
It didn't feel like a painkiller. So there is that. The 3 dots and a dash, I believe, was $17, worth every penny. It was really good. Yeah. So it's, it's there. It's just that morale thing. It's not even a morale. And the last thing I want to do is get the servers or the people who were working there in trouble, because they were great. They were terrific. It's the overall sense of the place that made it odd to me.
Yeah. You gotta, we've worked with Randy, and we've tried to do ads and different things for him.
Randy at Harbor Cove Cafe.
Ads and different things for him.
We've had a wedding there, for crying out loud.
Yes. And everything that I've ever explained to Jim, when Jim was helping him with the website to try to get the website up to par, I said, it's a vibe, and that vibe has to come through. It's a way, it's a style, it's a way of life for certain people. And if you're a tiki person, you expect this. So that's where you really need to hone in on that.
Yes.
It's a movement. It's people who are tiki people. They expect certain things. And if you don't have those certain things and it falls short, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because you're paying for an experience that you're not entirely getting.
Exactly. And I truly believe that House of Bamboo will improve on that.
He really
they got the other elements. I
least.
Really do. Yeah.
He really wants you to, at least. So at least let's try to get there.
They do have all the other elements in place. The food was good. The drinks were better than good. I mean, especially when you compare them to 999 Tiki. The decor, unbeatable. The only difference between the magical decor at House of Bamboo and Pele Utu is Pele Utu was all homegrown. So, when your family makes it, it makes it a little more special.
Yes.
But it's still, they both have that same tiki flavor.
Scott,
big time.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with you having high scruples for something that you are an expert at, because you have been all over the place going to tiki bars for quite some time.
I love it.
Your bar is set high, but it should be. If it took them 3 years to open, you shouldn't feel bad about having an honest review.
No, and I don't feel bad. That's why I'm telling everybody that the drinks were, the painkiller especially was less than expected. and that I just didn't feel that joyful vibe that I wanted to feel. That's why I'm there.
Yeah, we're experts here. That's why we do this show. We've been there. We've done that.
Well, we love it.
We've tried different things, and we know what works and what doesn't work.
We know what we like, and anyway.
So it's, you know where people seem to really gravitate to. The test, the sniff test will be, do they stay as popular as they have been because people have been waiting for them to open? Do they get past this honeymoon stage and continue to be successful in the route that they're going?
That's absolutely the test.
That will be the test for everybody to kind of gauge.
Where are they in a year? That's like if you look at Harbor Cove Cafe, when they switched to real tiki drinks, they were at a much higher place. Pele Uto, that place was a restaurant or an old bar, turns it into one of the best tiki bars in the world, and they're at a whole other level a year later. Yeah, they're still to this day on television and radio and what have you, because people are so intrigued with their bar. And you're right. We'll see where House of Bamboo is in a year. That's going to be the real test.
That's going to be the test.
Yeah. So anyway, I do recommend it. You got to see it just for what it is. They also had great merchandise, but I just wasn't ready to buy yet. But I will go back and do some more investigation, because we are tiki investigators.
Mm-hmm. We are tiki lovers.
All right. So moving on to that, it's time for Doug's favorite part of the show.
Holy
It's
shit,
hot. It is hot in here. Yeah.
Having a drink kind of like elevated that blood level up.
We got excited about House of Bamboo and what's going on there, and the problems they might be having. But this is what you're here for.
Bet your ass it's time to taste the cask
on the Friday Shot Day Show. Brought to you by Pele Utu, Reno's only traditional tiki bar. A kaleidoscope of colors and tropical charm with the undeniable allure of paradise and intoxicatingly delicious cocktails. Pele Utu. Open Wednesday through Sunday from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. 1275 Stardust Street in Reno, Nevada. For more information, please visit peleutu.com. What are the odds that we're just talking about Pele Utu and a commercial comes up?
Yeah.
It just, who would have thought that would happen?
We're tiki people. We know how this
Well, that's too bad we're not podcast people, because we do a better job here.
Are you kidding me? We do a damn good job.
We have a good time.
Yes, we do.
All right. So Julie's got the cask sample.
Okay. Here's the moment of truth here.
Now, this is unfettered from last week. All I did was soak in the cask.
Oh, it's good. I don't know.
No,
I don't know. I'm trying to decide if it's got a different taste to it that it hasn't had in a while, so I'm not entirely sure where I'm going with it. It's got a funny aftertaste.
It almost tastes like a whiskey.
It's different.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it almost lean toward a whiskey?
It just has a weird different taste to it that I'm not. It's not rum. Something happened to it.
Oh, I put whiskey in there. No, I didn't. No, but it does. It does have.
It has a funny mouthfeel.
It does. Well, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna before I leave here today, we're gonna fill up this.
So
cask.
We learned a very valuable lesson, everyone. We're here to teach. We're here to experience. So you don't have to. Do not put spiced rum in your cask, because it does not lend for a really
clean
cask. And there's too many variations that are not.
Now, in our defense, we did ask Dr. Shocker if it was too spicy for the cask, and he said no. He said to go ahead and try it. So we did. It was an experiment. We're going back to the regular Bacardi.
Yeah, I would never do it again, because we've had just the regular white Bacardi rum and had some amazing casks out of it. This has not. There's only been one time that I've had it and said, "Oh, I like that," and that was last week.
Yeah.
Every other time, it's either been too hot or it doesn't taste right. Right now, it doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste like a rum to me.
It's not too hot. It's not too sweet. It just doesn't taste like rum, really. I really lean towards the whiskey.
And I drink a lot of rum. I drink a lot of rum.
She drinks a lot
I
of
shouldn't
rum.
drink as much rum as
She
I
shouldn't
drink.
drink as much as rum.
But I know I've tried all these different types of rums now because I really do like rum, but I'm really particular about the rum I drink. And this does not taste like something I would ever choose.
No, it's well, I mean, in all fairness,
and I like whiskey.
The point of it
too.
all is to try it out, but it is different. It is very We'll fill that bottle of Bacardi up in there, and I think the whole bottle will fit. I know it doesn't look like it, but I think it will.
Oh, absolutely. We've done that before.
I think so.
There's no way, and then it does.
Yeah, we got a handle size bottle, and it'll fit in the cask, which blows our mind because it does not look like it will.
Ooh. And then I just got a complete like a chocolate. That's just bizarre. That just is bizarre.
Did somebody put a Hershey bar in there when we weren't looking?
That was weird because I did like the whole shot, and the first taste I got was this kind of chocolate taste, and then it went to that weird flat, like like your tongue feels weird.
Yeah, that's strange.
It is strange. It's not what you expect from.
It's time to fill up the cask. Is what we learned here.
Hopefully we can flush out some of that stuff with.
Well, I think that it will. That much regular, and right now the thing's almost empty. So by the time we fill it up with regular silver rum, it should be a good.
What an experience, though.
That's that's one thing I'll say about it.
We've tried. I mean, and that's what we do here is we try things. We go and we try crazy ass things sometimes, but that's
Julie tried the beard beer and I tried the spam gel martini, both of which made us very ill.
Yeah. But we try it so you don't have to.
Yeah. That's the whole point of this show. We're doing this for you. Or we find something magical and we share it with you because we want you to enjoy it too. Like that gin up there. What's that gin that you've been drinking?
Number 209.
209.
That's a really, really, really nice
gin. And that was a grocery outlet find?
Yes. And that is it's a sipping gin. And there's not a lot of gins that are real sipping gins.
Yeah.
Because gin is like vodka. It's kind of unimpressive. Unless you're like really like gin. But most gins, you're either going to put in lime twist or you're going to do something with it.
Right.
This you don't want to put anything. You
just want to sip the gin.
It's total sipping gin. It's very nice. It's really easy to drink. May likes it. Jared likes it. It's a good gin.
Oh, I had pulled up Jared's recipe for the study guide for those of you who may not have seen it before. Let me see if I can find it.
And I officially, folks, tried it this past weekend when I went up to his house, and it was very, very good. I was a little skeptical at first because some of the things he put together,
it's a weird mix.
Huh? But it was good.
She said it was very close or similar to a Mai Tai.
It wasn't a Mai Tai, but it had the same vibe.
Yeah.
So I don't generally like Mai Tais. When they first tried to get me to try a Mai Tai,
it so long to get her
saying, I don't like Mai Tais because everyone I had was
the vacation Mai Tai. It was juice and rum.
Now that's my go-to. Every time I go to Harbor Cove, I'm going to try something different. What do I get? A Mai Tai.
That happy hour for that.
I love $10 Mai Tais.
That Skipper Scott Mai Tai for 10. I mean, it's a bargain at regular price, which is what, $14, $15. But at happy hour, it's $10.
Mai Tais and fries are the best.
They have awesome fries there too.
Yeah, I've got a friend who we've gone there a couple times now. And we have the lobster bisque cup fries. And she had something different, something blue the last time.
The Blue Hawaiian, maybe?
Maybe. And she really liked that.
They don't make a bad
was a
drink
little much for her. But
the Mai Tais don't play games.
No.
That's one thing about tiki drinks. Tiki drinks in general have more alcohol than your typical cocktails. And Harbor Cove Cafe sticks to that. They don't change the recipe for the regular Mai Tais to the happy hour Mai Tais. It's the same recipe.
Right.
You just can't beat that deal. It's awesome.
Right. So she liked the blue drink a little bit better. I think it was a little
sweeter.
More her speed.
Blue Hawaii, if that's what it was a little sweeter.
And where I'm like, go for this.
Yeah.
Go.
Give me another one.
I can do two easily.
That's the problem.
Which is a good thing that I didn't do two.
Yeah, with your broken foot.
That would not have gone over well. How did you break your foot?
You get your first Mai Tai and you think, God, that was good. I'm going to get another one. You get your second Mai Tai and you think, you get this liquid courage now. I can do 3. don't ever do 3. It's
I could do 3, but I wouldn't be driving home.
Yeah, it's a little rough. So the study guide that Jared invented is 1 ounce of gold rum, 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth, 1/2 ounce of orange curacao, 1/4, I'm guessing, ounce of maple syrup. That was where it got weird. 3 dashes of aromatic bitters, add straight to the glass over ice, and then 2 teaspoons of lemon juice.
It was really, to me, the ingredients sounded a little different. I'm like,
it is a little different.
But,
especially the maple syrup, that threw me off. I thought, where'd that come from? That was good thinking on his part.
But, Jared is.
Well, he's an engineer, so he knows how parts go together.
I'm telling you guys.
Yeah.
I know I'm his mother, so I tend to toot a very loud horn when it comes to him. But he knows what he's doing. He's very good at cooking. He's very, very good at baking. He makes the most amazing desserts. You would think.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know because he's too busy sending me pictures of cocktails instead of making me brownies. Just saying, Jared.
He makes a creme brulee.
Don't tell my mother.
Oh, my God. His creme brulee. You think, okay, creme brulee, it's the same thing. No, his creme brulee is so good. It hits your mouth and you're like, I just had an orgasm.
Wow.
It's so good. It's just so perfect. It's so creamy and he cooks it just right. And then he browns the top.
Got to, otherwise it doesn't count.
It's amazing. And you think, I've had creme brulee before. Yeah, they're okay. But no, I don't know what he does. He just takes it to the next level. And it's like, whoa.
My mom loves creme brulee and she'll go out of her way to get creme brulee flavored ice cream or all kinds of whatever the flavor is. That being said, I think her favorite dessert is the pineapple upside down cake, again, at Harbor Cove Cafe. Mm-hmm. She loves that. So
he made a sugar pie once and I was like, sugar pie? Which is kind of
like a donut, right? Like a sugar donut?
No, it's kind of like almost like a creme brulee flavoring, but it's a little different because it's an actual pie, but it is so freaking good. You're sitting there going, oh my God, this is so good that you can't stop at one piece because you taste it and you're going, how the hell did you make this so good? He made a lemon meringue. He had his meringue was 6 inches high and it was absolutely perfect.
Shelly we would go to Marie Callender's and she loved lemon meringue pie, but she would always have them scrape the meringue off and put whipped cream on instead. She's got her unique taste, I mean, she married me. What does that tell you? So we probably should do this because I don't think we've done this in a while.
There are over 100 bottles of liquor on the shelves at Rough Edge Studios. Some of them are good, most of them suck. That's why now it's time for the purge.
All right, Julie's going over to...
I see something that should be purged. And
she just said that we haven't purged anything in a while. So we're going to find something we can purge. So she's going over there to pick what she sees from a distance. Oh, no, that's delicious. Remember?
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that it is.
What's the brand name on that?
Hartley Blackberry VSOP brandy.
Let me tell you the story behind that, if I'm correct. And I probably aren't because this is the Friday Shot Day show.
Good.
Doug and I were going to see a concert in LA. I don't remember who it was, but it was Black Sabbath or Motorhead or somebody. And we stopped at this liquor store to pregame. Well, the liquor store had a whole section of liquors against the wall that were, I think, $2.50 each for a bottle, maybe $4.50. So we bought a bunch of them. Some of them, I think that's one, are still here at the Friday Shot Day show. And that concert was a good 10, 12 years ago.
Okay, it's...
Uh-oh, she's thinking about keeping it.
No, it's not good.
But
it doesn't suck. It doesn't have a lot of taste to it.
You know what that means?
There are over 100 bottles of liquor on the shelves at Rough Edge Studios. Some of them are good, most of them suck. That's why now it's time for the purge.
It's old.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor to it.
No,
It just tastes sweet.
There's a berry flavor to it, and it's a fake berry flavor.
Yeah. No, it's not
and
great.
it tastes dusty. Does that make sense?
So let's purge it, and I don't have to drink anything
Yeah,
else.
let's purge
because I'm looking at something else that I would purge for sure, but I really don't want to take.
There are over 100 bottles of liquor on the shelves at Rough Edge Studios. Some of them are good, most of them suck. That's why now it's time for the purge. Now, we've tried this one several times.
And it is not good.
The Slurricane. And it's never been good. I think we decided to keep it as a punishment shot, but we don't do a lot of punishment shots here anymore. So we're going to try it again real quick and decide whether it gets purged or not.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's into it. Look, no, it's not getting thrown away.
No, it's bad. It is so bad. It is so bad. It's no, that's going for sure. There is nothing about that.
Okay, I don't think it's that bad if you like to drink horse piss right from the wiener. That's horrible. Yeah, let's get rid of that.
Because it'd be good, but I could come back with something, but
why do you have to be good? Who's watching? Isn't he judging you for this show? Because if so, I want to have some words with them. No one judges for this show.
There's a place I would go with that, but it ain't there.
Okay, so we got rid of a couple of bottles, so that's something. So what do you're not going to go anywhere tonight?
I would love to go to Harbor Cove. I am so in need of a happy moment, but
well, that would do it.
My husband's going to do Enzo's,
oh yeah,
card stuff
every Friday and Saturday at Enzo's out here in Santa Paula at the what's the name of the inn?
Enzo's. Oh, at Harbor Cove.
Harbor Cove Inn.
Yeah, no. That Glen Tavern.
Glen Tavern Inn. Enzo's is the restaurant inside, and James or somebody like him is there doing close-up magic.
Yeah.
And you don't have to endure it if you don't want to. They have little tents they put on the table. So yes, give me some magic, or no, stay the hell away, and they will honor that. But I'm telling you, you don't see the kind of magic that they perform up close very often. So it's a treat.
And Jim goes around when he's doing the close-up, even if he isn't doing close-up at your table, he still kind of goes around like a maitre d' almost and checks on everybody and how's your food.
He's really good at that.
He's very good at, he kind of looks at himself as an ambassador for
he kind of is.
And so he wants to get feedback for them.
Yeah.
Because he wants to know, what do you think? Are you having a good time? Did you enjoy the food? Because he can go back to the managers and say, hey, yeah, everybody seemed to enjoy. And there was a big, huge upset recently because there was a lot of people who were not very happy with how things were going. And Jim was very on top of what was going on and communicating with the owner. And there was a big, huge upset that happened because things were not turning out the way they should have been.
I think it's nice that he's able to mingle along with the crowd as not really part of the restaurant or the inn, but even though he kind of is, but people are more willing to talk to him.
You wouldn't know that he wasn't a manager because of the way that he mingles. And
plus he's all dressed as nice. And
he walks in and out of the back like he owns the place, and he's all over the place, and he's always, mingling and talking to people and, just making people feel at home. And even if he doesn't do magic for you, he will ask you how things are and why you're there and how did you learn about them. It's all valuable information.
Yeah.
That
and it also makes an audience feel that he's in touch with them.
Right. Because as a customer, if somebody cares about you and why you're there and how you found out about them, it kind of makes you feel a little bit more like they care about me.
It does. You're absolutely true. That's absolutely true.
So, I think more places need to do that. They just don't anymore because they're so busy or,
Well, maybe it's bubbling under because I know Sean McMaster does the grape. Mm-hmm. He goes out and does the grape, does the magic, close-up magic there. So maybe that stuff is coming back. Maybe they're realizing the value of having somebody out there to keep the
customers entertained and also, I don't want to say collect information because that's not the goal, but gather information that, that person didn't like his steak. What are we doing wrong with the steak? That kind of thing.
No, yeah, it's important to make your customers feel like you value them and without making them feel like you're grilling them.
Because some people prefer to be broiled.
You just want to feel like somebody's listening to you. And if you have a gripe, it's nice to have that gripe heard. And if you're happy, it's also nice to be able to tell somebody, hey, good job.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I like that even better, as a matter of fact. As I told you on yesterday morning, I had to go have some blood drawn. Mm-hmm. And so I was talking to the phlebotomist. Gotta love that word, right? And she asked me what I was doing this week, and I said, probably not much, because we shot our wad at La Cabana and House of Bamboo. But I asked her what she was doing, and she was going to the Magic Castle on Monday.
Ooh,
they had plans for
people doing that.
Yeah, they had plans for dinner. Her husband or boyfriend has a connection there that was able to get them in for dinner. She was looking forward to dressing up and going to enjoy the show. And so I asked her, I said, well, do you like magic? I mean, and she goes, oh, I just love magic. I said, well, are you familiar with the House of Magic? She wasn't. And she lives here in Santa Paula.
Nice.
And so I started telling her about it. I said, they got a magic shop there. They do live performances in a little theater. I said, they have improv, and it's just a really great place to go. So she wrote it down and wrote down the address, and she may be showing up here pretty soon. So
very nice.
It's nice to find somebody who's, going to see magic because they like magic.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of people, it's kind of making its comeback.
Yeah.
Granted, again, there are magicians that are goofy and then there are magicians who use magic to entertain you. And that is the magician that I really like. It's not the magician who's trying to, ooh, wow, and everything, or be over the top goofy. It's the magician who wants to entertain you, and they're using magic as a form of entertainment.
And Jim loves that, by the way.
That is totally Jim.
Yeah.
That is totally Josh. It is Doug. They're out there.
Not our Doug, but the other Doug. Yeah. The stunt Doug. He is our Doug, but not the other Doug.
They're out there to have fun. They're out there to entertain you, and they're using magic as their vessel to entertain you. And I have to tell you, last weekend they had Jim had a lecture here, and I was here on Sunday for a few minutes, and Doug came in, and he had just been awarded the night before this huge, like, crazy ass award for some sort of so many years doing stunt things. And he said it was presented to him by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, nice.
And he's, you know how Arnold talks, and it was like so cool.
I'll be back with your award.
It was it looked very similar to the Oscar awards, but it had like all these funky, I don't know, it was really neat. But he brought it in to show Jim, and it was like this whole official thing. And
I think he needs to store that here at the House of Magic.
He's got quite a few things hidden around here. There are some hidden treasures here at the House of Magic that you look and you're going, why is that there? And
some of them aren't so hidden.
It's because Doug has given them to us, and he hid them, and Jim has respected those spots. And if you find it, it's kind of like a little
Easter egg hunt. That's fun. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a couple things where it's like, oh, where did you get that?
Why is
from?
This here? Yeah.
And then you hear the backstory of it, and you're like, oh, that's kind of fun. And you really don't know anything about it and why it's that way, but it is because of things Doug has brought into the place.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He's a cool guy. He went over to the potentially new building that we were looking at, and the four of us did a walkthrough tour together, and it was kind of cool to spend some time with him.
You would did you ever spend any real time with him? Really?
Not one-on-one, no.
Oh my God, you would just die. So
one of these days I want to get him on the Backseat Mogul show.
The stories he has are freaking, you'd be like, oh my God. I mean, things he has done. He's got stories about Jay Leno and everything, and promos he did for Jay Leno. Just shy of getting jailed, put it that way, of things he's done in New York, stunts and things he's done for Jay Leno, that you'd be like, are you shitting me? And it's totally 100%. I mean, this guy has done it all.
He's the real deal.
He is the real deal. He's the guy that at one point in time, his name was the name in Hollywood. If they needed somebody, it was Doug Coleman.
I was at the Port Hueneme Goodwill store on Wednesday, and there was a big ass truck parked in the parking lot, and I wish I'd taken a picture of it, and I didn't, but it was something stunt company. And I thought, is that Doug's truck? I didn't know if, because I know he still does some work.
He's regularly.
Yeah. So I was wondering if he was in town doing something, or if it was somebody else, but I don't remember the name. I should have taken a picture of the side of it, because it made me think of Doug for obvious reasons.
Nicole Kidman recently.
He couldn't double as her.
No, but she was working with somebody, didn't like what they were doing. So she called up and said, I want Doug Coleman. And so he flew out to appease her.
Where does she get that kind of money? Oh yeah, I remember now.
But I mean, he's that up there. He's up there. I mean, if Arnold Schwarzenegger is giving you an award,
well, he probably did a lot of work for Arnold when Arnold was doing all those action movies.
Yeah,
Doug was probably involved a lot, because he's kind of built like Arnold, shoulder wise and stuff.
He isn't necessarily. Well, he's a stunt director too.
Yeah.
So he
is now, but he started doing them.
He has done stunts. He also has directed stunts. So Doug, okay, fun thing. It's fun when you have a friend who is on the set doing a stunt, sitting in a car waiting for something to happen, and you're seeing things blow up all around you, and he's sending you a video or on the phone with you as all this stuff is happening around you. And then he's like, oh, gotta go. They just got the call. So he could go and jump the car. Or he was one of the original people who jumped the General Lee onto the flatbed.
That's pretty impressive. Tell John that. He'll be all excited about it.
That's a pretty big deal.
It is a pretty big deal. That's a stunt everybody knows.
Huge, because that wasn't something a lot of people did, but Doug did it.
That's what they fit. That kind of goes back to the magic aspect of it. It's like, I remember Penn Jillette saying one time that the way he and Teller come up with tricks is, and they use the word tricks, so I just use the word tricks. They decide what they want to do. Okay, I want to make this bullet go across this glass barrier, and I want you to catch in your teeth. And then they figure out how to do it. And he says, and it takes us about 10,000 hours to get it done to the point that we're satisfied with it. And that's what I love about magic so much, is because, you see these tricks that people are doing, and you realize how many hours they had to practice to get that right. Mm-hmm. And being a stuntman is the same way. Okay, we have this stunt where I need to drive the General Lee onto this flatbed. How are we going to do it? You know what we want to do? Let's backtrack and figure out how we're going to make it happen.
Yeah, and I mean, he literally got into the whole gig because it was what was the sheriff's name?
Buford Pusser? No, it's a different show.
There was a scene. They had the sheriff was on a gurney, and they were driving. They put him in the back of an ambulance, and they were driving away, and the back door's open, and the gurney.
Roscoe P. Coltrane?
Roscoe, yeah. And so the gurney flies out of the back of the ambulance and rolls down the hill. And he happened to sneak onto the set with a buddy. And they were watching it happen, and they got caught. So he pleaded with the people saying, let me just watch what's going on. And then all of a sudden, he was watching them do this, and every time the gurney would come out of the back of the ambulance, start down the hill, it would fall over. So he's watching it, and he was the guy who looked at it and said, I can tell you why it's falling over and what's wrong. And of course, they were like, who the hell is this?
Yeah, who's this guy?
He knows what he's doing. And he said, can I please give you some, tell you what to do? And so he did some things and weighted it a certain way and whatnot, and it worked. And that is how he got his
what it takes
in the business.
Yeah.
From there on in, he was people were starting to, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. So it's knowing how to look at a situation and go, okay, how is this going to work?
Yeah. And especially you can figure out something else that nobody's figured out.
Yeah. And you get all the best of the best there, and they couldn't figure it out. And they were having take after take, and it was not working. And then one time he shows them, you have your weights distributed wrong. This is what you need to do. And all of a sudden it works. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, he knows what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah.
And he's just a teenager at that point.
Well, that's where, it's like Spielberg. Spielberg snuck on the set every day of the early days of his career until he got a gig.
Yep.
So,
and Spielberg is one of the guys that he does tend to work with.
Yeah.
He's just did something with Spielberg recently.
Probably that new Disclosure movie.
That other one, what was the
Jaws of Revenge?
No, it was a movie. Actually, Jim took me to it on date night, and we left before the movie. It was not a movie for date night. It was very controversial. It was set back in like the 60s or 70s, and it was Titanic, the guy in Titanic.
Mill Pullman?
No, the actor.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
Oh, that's the one about the meteorite coming, but they wouldn't destroy it because it might have minerals on it.
This was a movie about history. And Leonardo DiCaprio was in it. And it was a very emotional, contentious movie. And it would have been fine at any other time. But date night was not the night to go.
Yeah, it's like, this is doing the reverse of what I wanted to do.
Yeah, it was really...
Go see Solo Mio. If you're looking for a romantic picture, take Jim to that. It's beautiful.
Is it?
Yes, very good.
I heard there's another Wuthering Heights. It's like, I heard that's a movie that it's all innuendos. There's not like a lot that you actually see, but boy, is it got sexual tension up the yin yang.
Let me give you my son and his wife's review. My daughter-in-law said, it's wonderful. It's fantastic. It just makes you warm all over. My son said, it's porn.
Well, Monica from the tavern, she's like, the sexual tension in that movie is so intense. It gets you revved up.
Yeah.
Because the sexual tension is there.
And plus a couple of beautiful people in the lead. So you got to give them points for that too.
So I'm kind of interested in watching that, but my husband better be ready.
And on that note, we're going to say goodbye. So we will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you're listening and you want to see us, just go to roughedge.tv and you can find all of our podcasts there from Rough Edge.
And if you'd rather not look at our pusses, then, just listen. Just listen.
And if you're doing that, that's fine too. Because it's kind of hard to watch when you're at the gym, but you can always listen at the gym. See, that's how these things work. All right. We'll see you next week. Recommendations. House of Bamboo. I think they'll get there. They're very close now. I just need that warmth and that joy to be there. Harbor Cove Cafe, always 10 out of 10. Pele Utu, always 10 out of 10. Did you mention somewhere? No? Probably Harbor Cove Cafe.
Because, that's one of my favorite places in the world.
Absolutely is. And of course, there's always La Cabana, who now has live music.
And the Grape.
Oh, and how that's coming up.
Another favorite.
I really am looking forward to going to the Grape, if not before, when Doug and Michelle get here in April. So.
Oh, and I better be on that list.
No, we're not. It's family only.
Okay.
She's family, so it didn't matter. All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Have a good week.
Bye.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.